सबसे पहले मेरे गुरुपाद प्रभु नित्य लीला प्रविष्टम विष्णुपाद अष्टोत्तर सदस्य श्रीमद् भक्ति वेदांत श्रील वामन गोस्वामी महाराज एवं नित्य लीला प्रविष्टम विष्णुपाद अष्टोत्तर सदस्य श्रीमद् भक्ति वेदांत श्रील नारायण गोस्वामी महाराज जी का भजन कमलों में
reverências a meus Gurudevas, Shila Bhaktivedanta Ramana Maharaj, Shila Narayana Goswami Maharaj, aos pés dele, minhas várias reverências, os pés de lótus que concedem todo o destemor. Falando português, sorry. So, also my obeisances to Swami Maharaj, and also my obeisances to all Vaishnavas and Vaishnavis here, all the affectionate mothers, all the devotees immersed in Mahaprabhu, all the devotees eager and thirsty for Hari Katha. My obeisances to all of you, lotus feet of all of you. Please accept my Dandavat pranams again and again. Today is the 4th day of Srimad Bhagavat Katha. 4th day. By the mercy of Mahaprabhu, Nityananda, Radha Vinoda Bihari, and also by mercy of Nishingadeva, who destroys all obstacles, we could do it in a very beautiful way and without any obstacle this Bhagavat Katha, the recitation and listening and speaking the Bhagavat Katha. Yesterday I spoke to you about the glories of Nama Sankirtana, and also in this context I also spoke the story of Ajamil story. I said because in Kali Yuga only the holy names. By remember the holy names, the human being can cross the ocean of material existence, like Tulasidas explains in the shloka of Ramcharitmanas. In this Kali Yuga, only by the Nama Sankirtana we can attain to Lord. Bhagavatam explains, Srimad Bhagavat. According to the yugas, the way of attaining to Lord is different, as Shastra explains. In Satya Yuga, for example, people used to meditate because the human beings in Satya Yuga, they used to live for how long? 100,000 years. How much I said? 100,000. That's why people, they used to put their mind in God. Like, 1 0 less the time the people used to live. They used to live 10,000 years in Treta Yuga, and they were doing the Jagya, fire sacrifice to attain to Lord. In Dwapara Yuga, how much living beings, human beings, they were living 1 0 less. They were living for 1,000 years. And they used to worship Bhagavan. But what is the lifespan of a human being? In Kali Yuga, 1 0 less. So 100 years life. And also the human being faces in these 100 years of so many obstacles, like for example diseases and other sufferings. There is no jiva that doesn't suffer of any kind of disease, fever, also old age. Like from how can you do the bhajan, sadhan, archan and fire sacrifice when comes the old age? After 60 years old, and your body is already weak. So the body becomes so weak after 60. It's not possible anymore to do the fire sacrifice, like to fight with the fire. It's not easy. 2 hours, 3 hours doing the swaha swaha, sitting, just saying the swaha swaha. You cannot even say swaha swaha. You're just like aha aha. So like you're feeling pain in your pain in your back by sitting, and you're like screaming like aha aha, like you're feeling pain, even discomfort. So it's also not possible for human beings. Bhagavan says in Kali Yuga, no, not possible. That's why to benefit the jivas in Kali Yuga, God created such a very easy way. Which one? Nama Sankirtana, chant holy names. And there's not any method to chant holy names. The process is not easy. It's not difficult. It's very easy. The process to chant. Like you can chant, for example, sleeping, you can chant. Sitting, you can chant. Walking, you can chant. Eating, you can chant. Standing. In whatever situation, you can just chant. Just any situation, just chant holy names. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, to give benefit to the jivas of this world, he preached the holy names. He gave this flood of the Nama Sankirtan everywhere. Mahaprabhu said, Hey Jiva of Kali Yuga, you cannot do anything. You cannot do the dhyan, meditation. You cannot do the archan. You cannot do fast sacrifice. Because to do archan, have to do really like everything pure. For example, you have to take bath early in the morning. So, if you take shower early in the morning, and by following all the pure behavior, Shuddha Sadachar, the human being goes to Swarga Loka. In the month of Magh, if you have the vow, you have to make the vow of taking bath in the Jamuna, Ganga, or Saraswati river, in other sacred waters. If you do this in the month of Magh, taking this vow of taking bath there, in these sacred waters, then you go to one very special place. One place even higher than Swarga, you go to Brahmaloka. Parastri in this verse means not if you stay with wife of others, no. What is the meaning? Parastri means tulasi actually. If you put in your neck tulasi or kantimala, if you use, and if you take shower in the water of some sacred water, no, then you directly goes to Vaikuntha, attains to God. So there's an even easier process than that. So many people, they don't even want to put the choti, means the sika, in the hair, and also they don't want to use the kantimala. Many people, they don't want. But Shastra says no, you should put the tilaka on your forehead. You should put the kantimala in your neck and in your heart. You should keep Lord in your heart, means you should chant holy names always. All these are the rules given in the Shastra. But still the human being doesn't want to do all this. Then Bhagavan gave even a simple, simpler, how to say it, more simple way. Bhagavan says at least chant the holy names. By any way, anyhow, just once chant the holy names. This is the glory of the holy name of Lords. Sanket. Yesterday we spoke of the story of Ajamil. I told to you, I presented this story to you yesterday. Ajamil, he kept the name of his son. Which name he gave to his son? Narayan. Like we don't want to give the name, like this kind of name to our son, because like we feel like shy. But you see like some cinema artist name, then this kind of name of artists of cinema, of movies, like a star. But you see, Mahapapi, great sinner, Ajamil, he gave to his son this name. I mean, sorry, his name had, his son had this name, no, Narayan. And you see, in the time of the death, he called his son, and he attained to Vaikuntha. So this is the glory of holy name in Kali Yuga. Even if one time you chant holy names, one time name of God you chant, you'll be delivered. So the Bhagavata shows the glories of the holy names. Srimad Bhagavata begins with Nama Sankirtan, is manifested from Nama Sankirtan, and also Bhagavatam is. So in the middle, in the end, in the beginning of the Bhagavata is only like the glory of the holy names. In the beginning of Bhagavatam, in the middle, also Harinam is there. So beginning Harinam, middle Harinam, and in the end, also Nam Sankirtan of the Bhagavatam. So Bhagavatam, he manifested through Nam Sankirtan. And so in the 6th canto, also there's the story of Ajamil explaining the glories of Nama Sankirtan. And also in the 12th canto also explains the glories of Nama Sankirtan. Because Bhagavan in Kali Yuga, he directly manifests in the form of name, holy names. In one village, some dacoits used to live in one gaon, in one village. And then one person was like just traveling and arrives in this village full of dacoits. But this person who was like traveling and arrived in that place, he didn't know that the people of that village was so like deceitful and like dacoits and like like bad people. But look, see one thing. This group of dacoits, they used to speak holy names of God, but actually indicating another thing. Sanket means indicating another thing. They used to rob, actually speaking holy names to mean another thing. And that person who just came in this village, he was a simple person. He was from very far. So he didn't know that the people of that village were like this. Like there was this kind of deceitful people in the village. He didn't know. These cheaters, he didn't know the people like this. So when he came inside the village, one person said, Narayana, Narayana. Wow, so beautiful, such a nice village here. People here just speak the name of God Narayana all the time. So nice. But actually this was indicating another thing. Sanket. What is the symbolism behind this Narayana? So one dacoit was telling another dacoit, look, one person came. Who came? Narayan. Means one person, like a human being, a person came. Narayan. Damodar was bound by his mother. Lords and chant holy names. So fifth person said Vasudev. But what is the meaning of Vasudev? Let's take a bamboo stick and let's beat him to take out his money. So first, the bounce means like the bamboo stick. Let's beat him with this. Let's take everything from him. And this dacoit did what? With the bamboo, like bounce, they beat him and left with his money. Okay, the dacoits went away with the money. That person was a simple person. He became without any money. He lost everything. So these 5 persons, 6 persons that got the money, they went to a cave in the mountain to share the money, to see all the money like this. At that moment came on clouds, start lightning.
बोले जल्दी जल्दी भाग बटवारा कर ले.
Let's take the money quickly.
बोले कौन कितने परसेंटेज
Let's say how much each person will get, percentage of how each one will get. Oh, I did more, like they were quarreling.
बोले मैंने नारायण नाम किया 4 अक्षर.
I chant name of Narayana 4 syllables. Oh, I chant Hari Hari
2 अक्षर हो गए.
2 syllables. So you have to get less money. I chanted Damodar.
कितना हुआ?
Damodar 4 syllables also.
तो भाग बटवारा तो उसी प्रकार ही होगा ना. ज़्यादा नाम किया तो ज़्यादा पैसा.
Okay, those who recite names with more syllables will get more money, and those who recite short names will get less money. No.
सब बराबर होने चाहिए.
Also be equal, like they're calling.
संत महात्मा कहते हैं नाम और नाम में कोई
Because there's no difference between Nam and Nami, God and His name. So all
नाम लिया.
I said the Damodar,
हरि नाम लिया.
I said Hari,
ऐसे करते थे इतने समय बिजली.
and then starts lightning. Cut, lightning so much like storm. Look, the sun. So all these 5-10 persons, these all decots, they died. So the Jamadutas took them. And they asked Chitragupta. Sorry, Maharaj asked Chitragupta, tell me. Tell the story of these people. What did they do? Because, whatever we do, Chitragupta is writing everything. What is the meaning of Chitragupta? Chitra means photo. Gupta means? Like hidden, secretly taking photos. You cannot see. For example, now we're here, but there are so many CCTV cameras around here, like we don't know. For example, in the airport also. Wherever you put your hand in the airport, like the security cameras, they're watching everything, recording everything. For example, if you take someone's luggage, any like piece of luggage in the airport, there'll be a photo of you doing that. There's not any way to run away. The police will give a report, and at the same moment, you see the computer. Who put the hand in that luggage? There's only one place. There's not the CCTV. There's no CCTV in one place. Where? Do you know? Where? In the toilet. There's no CCTV in the toilet. But all other places. There are so many CCTV in so many different angles. With like whoever, like any person puts the hand in any luggage, which takes something and put in like some pocket, upper pocket, backside pocket. Everything is in the television CCTV. Isn't it? So in the same way, whatever each jiva is doing, whatever human being, what they're doing, there's a photo of everything, like all the recording is there. So his name is Chitragupta. Should remember. Why his name is Chitragupta? Should remember. Because Gupta means secretly he's taking the photos. You can complain, I didn't do. But he said, no, look the evidence here. Your picture, you're filming doing that. And then the people of Jam Maharaj. So some people, the Jamadutas, they take you to Jam Maharaj. And another people there, they beat you. So, okay, those who came 100 times to the jail, means to the hell, 100 times in a row, they become Jamadutas. But those who go 1,000 times to hell in a row, they punish the others there. They are beating others in the hell. Yeah, movies. So Jam Maharaj said, tell. What happened? And Chitragupta told how one simple person came in the village, and these people they stole him, and how they stole. Chitragupta told everything. And then Jam Maharaj, he makes the judgments. Okay. Jam Maharaj said, and then what happened? They went to a cave in the mountain, and
भग बटवार करने के लिए और इतने समय बिजली
And then it started lightning and storm,
और ये सब
and they all died.
बोले बस इतना ही बोले हाँ थोड़ा सा ही बात है जब बिजली
Something else. When start, but when it was like it's lightning, one person was saying, "Oh, I chant more holy names because the holy name I chant there was more syllables, 4 syllables, 2 syllables of a name." Like they were quarreling over this. They were speaking these names of God and saying, "Oh, this name has 2 syllables, 4 syllables," and they died like this. Jam Maharaj, he's like deciding how much the person punished and all, and then he said, "They gave up chanting names of God." Jam Maharaj said, "So go. What should you do? Send them to Vaikuntha." Because even if one time you chant holy names of God, I'm not saying you should steal and chant holy names. I'm not saying this. Because this is doing sinful activities by the strength of holy names. But still, glory of holy names. So beautiful. Okay? In whichever, like in any way, if you chant holy names, then so continue describing the katha ahead, because I have to like leave many harikathas behind because we don't have enough time. Because in 1.5 hours, how can I speak the Bhagavat Saptaha, And today is a very big katha, I need to speak. Like I have to manifest 2 leelas. Like there will be some, like a drama. So also, like also have to speak today about Vamana Deva and also the Janma Leela of Krishna. How can I speak and how much? So I have to just don't speak many harikathas because I don't have time enough. So Shukadeva Goswami Pada told Parikshit Maharaj many Leelas kathas. Like for example, the Kapil Devahuti Samvad is very beautiful. Also the character of Dhruva Maharaj very beautiful also. Also the katha of Bharat Maharaj is very beautiful. So Rahugan was sitting in the palki and he was going to listen Bhagavat Katha, and on the way a person who was carrying his palanquin became with fever. He couldn't walk. And at the moment, the servant said, "Maharaj, hey king, how will carry you if one person is missing to carry the palanquin?" Maharaj said, so then Rahugana king said, try to find someone. But it was like a completely there was no one in that field, there's no one around. But then they saw Jara Bharat. Then they saw this Jara Bharat, which was a very fat and big person. And then they caught him. Vocês estão tudo no WhatsApp, né? Dá pra ver as mensagens. So it's a very high class saint. This Jara Bharat, he was seeing Bhagavan in everywhere. It was very high class saint, Jara Bharat. And Rahugana king put him to carry his palanquin. When he was carrying the palanquin, the small ants on the way. So Jarabat was like turning the palanquin so that he wouldn't step on the ants. So also like because he was like trying to, you know, not to step on the ants, then the palanquin was also like moving so much, trembling like this. Like for example, when you're driving the car and the driver is always okay, and he's like, for example, if it's too much, how do you say, the winding road full of bends like this, people who are in the back, they're just like going to one side to another, you know, like because of the, like for example in the Vrajamana Parikrama also, up and down the roads, people who are sitting in the back, they never want to sit again in the car because they you know, the back, they hurt their back because, you know, they jumping and going to one side and the other because of the movement of the car. So in the same way, the king said, who is this foolish person who is not carrying properly this palanquin? But the other said, Maharaj, it's not our fault, this is a new carrier, he's doing this, he doesn't know how to carry properly. No, like you have to like a rhythm while walking, you know, walking together in a rhythm. But then so he chastised Jarabharat. You don't know who I am. I am the king. You look like you're fat, but you look like so first time Jarabharata spoke this moment now to reply the king. From birth he was not speaking anything. So that's why people used to call him Jarabharata. Like Jara means like foolish, like inert. So first time he spoke. What did he speak? Jarabharata. Because king was saying, you don't know how to carry? Who am I? Bharat Maharaj said, Bharat Maharaj said, who is king? Who is subject? Who is giving the chastisement? The punishment? And giving punishment to whom? Is this body the king? Is the soul the king? Is the mind the king? Try to understand this. And after listening to this, the king Rahugar said, stop this palanquin. You see, I was going to listen to this Harikatha. I used Swayam Bhagavan Kapil Dev. What is Atma? Who is suffering the punishment? The body, the mind, or the soul? It's like we say, I'm unhappy. Who is unhappy? The body, the mind, or the soul? Who are the three of them? I'm sick. Who is sick? The sickness is where? In the body, or in the soul, or in the mind? Who is like enjoying or suffering? A person died. Who died? The mind died, the body died, or the soul died? He left. Who left? To where? We say like when the person dies, we say, oh, he left. But where did he go to? He left. To where? Who left? Who went? We say, the person died. Well, where did he go to? Tell me. Who went? The body is here. Like only by seeing you cannot see anything, but still he left. And when he'll come back? This question comes. When will he come back? Not come back. He died. Like he left.
कहाँ गए वो भी पता नहीं।
But you also don't even know where did he go to, you don't know.
जब तक इस शरीर में अहम करने वाला,
And until you have this
अहम और ममेती,
this me, like I and mine, this I and mine conception.
इसी का सुनने तेरे क्रिया हुई संत महात्मा।
So the Rahugana king said, "You were directly Bhagavan. I just wanted to listen to this. I made offense to you."
उस समय रघुगण भरत महाराज
Then this
महाराज के चरण पर
Rahugana started crying to the feet of Jarabharat. Jarabharat made him understand
आत्म तत्व, परमात्मा
about Atma Tattva, Paramatma Tattva, and also about Bhagavat Tattva.
और यही कथा को सुनाया भरत महाराज ने अंतिम उपदेश दिया।
So Bharat Maharaj gave the last instruction, this shloka, Rahugana Tat.
गृहद्वार न छन्दसानि व जलाग्नि सूर्यई बिना महतो अदरजो संत महात्मा चरण रज से जवान स्नान नहीं करे।
If we haven't taken shower or bath in the dust of the lotus feet of the pure devotees or put this dust in our body, actually we cannot really understand.
अनेकों दिन तक शास्त्र अध्ययन
Maybe we have for so many days
विद्या अध्ययन कर
studied these shastras.
भी सुन लिया।
For so many days also you listen Harikatha.
मैंने काल का
Like for example, yesterday I said,
कोई बोले महाराज
somebody said, Maharaj, how many times I already heard the story of Gokarna Nundukari? Maharaj, you already said
हिंदू के लिए क्या आ गया
that came a transcendental chariot for Nundukari, and I already heard Bhagavatam 108 times. No transcendental chariot came for me or nothing like that.
विमान शब्द के अर्थ
But no, this Biman, this word for transcendental chariot, actually mean Vigataman, means when you don't give up your man and someone, mean like your conception, your ahankar, your ego, your pride, like this,
तब तो कहाँ
you cannot actually attain to Lord.
अहंकार ही तो हमारी मूल कहा जाता है।
The,
पहले अहंकार किससे
the first ahankara, ego we have is the Atma Buddhi. We think we are the body. I'm not the body.
मैं भगवान के सेवक
I'm servant of Lord. We don't have this kind of ego.
अहंकार किसके ऊपर?
We have ego of what?
फलाना व्यक्ति के मैं
I am the husband of that person, wife of that person.
मेरे अनेक
Or
प्रकार की अहंकार मैं
Also many other kinds of ahankaras ego we have. I'm a man, I'm a woman, I'm a learned person, I'm a pandit, I'm a stupid person. So many ahankaras we have.
जब तक इस शरीर में अहंकार
Until you have this ahankar, this mindness and I-ness and mindness, then you cannot be able to see Lord nor to attain to Him as well. That's why like maybe you have did archana for many days and also read scriptures and everything, but still if you haven't taken the shower in the dust of the devotees' lotus feet, by under the guidance of these saints, do the bhajan and sadhan, and by their mercy of these saints, you'll be able to understand the tattva. So like that, Bharat Maharaj, means Jarabharat, he gave instructions to Rahugana king. So these all beautiful characters are described in the Bhagavatam. After the Jamil Katha, also there is the story of the Chitraketu Maharaj. Chitraketu Maharaj, how he was detached from family and from material world, and at the end, by mercy of Narada Rishi, he also had knowledge and renunciation, and directly he took initiation from Sankarshana Baladev Prabhu, and he became a Mahabhagavat. Chitraketu became a Mahabhagavat, and he went everywhere. And going everywhere, one day he went to Kailash, where the Shiva and Parvati was speaking sweet Harikatha, discussing Katha. And Lord Shiva was with his wife Parvati, sitting on his thigh, speaking the Bhagavat Katha. Shivaji was speaking Harikatha with Parvati on his thigh. But Shiva is also disciple of Sankarshan. So means Chitraketu and Lord Shiva, they are Guru Bhai, God brothers. So they are like joking each other. making fun of each other. So Chitraketu Maharaj said to Shiva, Lord Shiva, "Hey Shankar,
लज्जा शर्म होना चाहिए।
you should have some shy, like you should be like, how to say,
एक तो
you should have some shyness,
एक बैक में चढ़ना पहन
because you are almost like naked. He only used like the skin of the tiger, but not properly even. And
पत्नी को
also your wife
गोद पर बैठे करके
sitting on your lap, and then you speak Harikatha like this.
नियम ठीक से पालन।
You're not following properly the rules."
हाथ परिहास करके ये बात करते हैं। किंतु
So he was like joking like this with Lord Shiva. But Parvati said what? Did what?
प्राणी लगन क्रोध आ गया।
She became so angry. "You don't know who is my husband?
महाभागवत
He's a Mahabhagavat.
महाभागवत की कोई
Mahabhagavat.
निषेध नहीं हो।
No need to follow any rules." Parvati said,
महापति के महाभागवत के उठने ऐसे कटाक्ष पाठ
"You're speaking like this to my husband. Like you think he's like this? You're a demon. So you should become a demon." So Parvati cursed Chitraketu. Shiva said, "Oh Parvati, what did you do? He's my god brother.
गुरु भाई
You know, Guru brothers sometimes they do this kind of jokes and they speak like these things.
बीच में आके क्या कर।
How did you get in the middle and do this thing? You know why?"
किंतु
But
चित्रकेतु महाराज
But Chitraketu Maharaj, what did he do?
देवी पार्वती को विशाप को
He accepted the curse of Devi Parvati.
तो महाभागवत
Because he's a Mahabhagavat. Actually, it was no need. Maybe he could have stopped the curse, but still he accepted.
आगे की लीला संपादन करने
This to nourish the Leela which would come ahead.
देखो और उसी दिन
So
में ही
in that same day,
शिव जी उनको त्याग दिया।
Lord Shiva gave up
वैष्णव के चरण में अपराध कर देते हैं।
Parvati and said, "You did offense to Vaishnava lotus feet."
आगे की कथा जो है सती देव
And then the story of Sati Deha Tyag. But the roots of all this thing of Sati giving up her body comes from this, that she cursed Chitraketu Maharaj.
महाराज असुर बने
So Chitraketu Maharaj became a demon and was born as Vritasur.
प्रसंग अति सुंदर
This Harikatha is very beautiful, this context of the Harikatha.
भक्ति कांड में एक विशेष वैशिष्ट्य
There's speciality in Karma Kanda and Bhakti Kanda, different.
थोड़ी सी कहीं
For example, Karma Kanda, if you
उच्चारण pronunciation थोड़ा इधर-उधर
if you little bit you chant little bit wrong the mantra, you get the opposite results in Karma Kanda. But in Bhakti Raja,
वेणुमर विस्नायन
if you say Vishnavya Namaha or Vishnaya Namaha,
कहते हैं भावग्राही
God accepts your mood.
भगवान कहते हैं
God says,
तुम जैसे भी हमें नाम दो
however, like in whichever like in way you chant my name, like in pure state and impure state, I just accept your mood. Bhavagrahi Janardana. So this is the difference between Karma Marga, path of karma, and Bhakti Marga, path of bhakti. So Vritasur,
इसी से उत्पन्न हुआ
this Vritasur Katha comes in this context.
अभी हम बामन के प्रकट करना
Now I have to manifest Vamanadev, so I have to continue.
और वो वित्रासुर की मारने के लिए कितना
So
कष्ट करना पड़ा
how much they try to kill Vritasur,
शरीर से अस्थि लेकर के
taking the bones of this.
इंद्र ने
Kiss bone?
उसके द्वारा
From who? From some rishi, I think. They took the bone and then they did some things, some sacrifice or something, I don't know. Then Indra got something that they could kill. Oh yeah, then Vritasura came, yeah. Sorry. Okay. Vritasura, he had a gigantic body, but even in the time of death, he did so many prayers to Lord Vritasura because of his samskara he had. He did so many beautiful prayers to Lord Vritasura. So beautiful. Oh Bhagavan, my prayer to your lotus feet. I want to be the servants of your servants of your servants. May my mind always remember you and your devotees.
एकदम मनस स्मरण और मेरे जिह्वा जो है आपकी नाम
May my tongue always be chanting your holy names and remembering you also.
शरीर मन आदि के द्वारा शरीर
By my mind, body, my speech,
आपकी स्मरण
may I always only remember you.
पक्षी का मतरं सन्नं तथा वसरत उदात्त प्रियं प्रियभूषितं विसन्ना मनोरविन्दाक्ष दिदृक्षते त्वं
So beautiful this praise of Vritasur. This shows Gopi Bhava actually. What acharyas explain, they say that in the heart of Vritasur, which kind of bhava he had? Santa Dasa Sakya Vatsalya or Madhurya? He had Gopi Bhava, he had Madhurya Bhava, Vritasur. This Parakya Sambandha Bhava, this Paramore mood of Gopis to Krishna. Vritasur had this, and we can see in the shlokas he recited. Just like a lover and beloved, they are so eager to meet each other, the lover eager to meet the beloved. So in the same way, he, Bhagavan, I am so eager to meet you. This kind of beautiful kathas we can see in the praise of Vritasur. So also there is also the Nishinha Prahlad Katha in the 7th canto. It's also a very sweet katha. Dhruva Prahlad. If we haven't studied and listened this Dhruva Prahlad Katha, actually there's no way that we can enter the bhakti and the bhajan, sadhana bhajan. How the realm of bhakti. Dhruva, he did so much tapasya, means he gave so much difficulties to his own body. Like Prahlad also, so much jnana, vairagya, knowledge and renunciation. Nishtha also, so much firm faith, Nishtha in the holy names of God. And also strong faith in God. What is Vishwas? Vigata Shas means like until you die, For example, if someone drowns in the water, his body, like if someone is just drowning in the water, if the person is still alive, and there is air inside his body, then his body is drowning in the water, going down. But after the body dies, then his body floats. That body floats. So sans means breathe. Until if you have the breath, then your body drowns in the water. But after you die, the dead body. If you become a dead body, the dead body floats in the water. Only stays in the water. If somebody dies in Radhakunda, Shamakunda, I've heard that he stays inside the water. Because the big turtles who live there in Radhakunda, Shamakunda, they catch this dead body. Then after, naturally, this body will go to the surface because that body floats in the water. So until you have until you are alive, until you have the breath, you'll not give up. It's do or die. Do or die the bhajan. You should have this kind of faith to the bhajan of God. You should do. Means, until you die, I'm not saying about the sans, means like your mother-in-law, is similar word in Hindi, because the pronunciation is similar, no? But sans, I'm not saying if your mother-in-law goes away, then you can do the bhajan, no. I'm talking about until you have the sans, means the sans means this breath, the air in your lungs, until you're breathing, you should just continue. Maybe my body is cut into pieces and pieces, but I'll never give up holy names. So you can see this in the character of Prahlad Maharaj. So Nishingadev was pleased and said, ask for a blessing. Then he said, I don't want a blessing, Prahlad Maharaj said. And then at the end he said, Nishingadev said, Prahlad, ask for something.
भक्त वत्सल नृसिंहदेव
Nrsimhadeva has so much affection with his devotees.
तुम जब तक कुछ नहीं
Prahlada,
लोगे
if you don't ask for anything, I shall not be happy if I cannot give you anything.
तो प्रहलाद मुनि कहा
So
कि
Prahlada
मेरे
said,
पिता से उद्धार कर
okay, please deliver my father.
कष्ट दिया।
He gave suffering to many people. But Nrsimhadeva said, Prahlad, actually we didn't ask for anything
अरे उत्तम भागवत जो होते हैं
because the Uttam Bhagavatas,
उनके तो 21 पीढ़ियां अपने आप उद्धार हो जाए, मातृकुल और पितृकुल।
21 generations from his mother's side and father's side, they get delivered automatically. And a Madhyam Bhakta, intermediate devotee, 14 generations become delivered from mother's side and father's side.
जो कनिष्ठ
And who is a Kanishta devotee?
उनके तो 7 पीढ़ियां अपने आप उद्धार।
Seven generations. Okay. 7 generations they deliver from mother's side and father's side.
मांगा ही तो कुछ नहीं।
So actually didn't ask for anything, but because this was already going to happen.
हिरण्याक्ष हिरण्यकशिपु है कौन?
And who actually is Hiranyakashipu? No, Jai Vijay. So
वैकुंठ के द्वार पाल।
the guards of Vaikuntha, they just came for Leela. They will come back to Vaikuntha.
3 जन्म के लिए कि उनको तो साथ मिला था।
They were cursed for 3 births. So actually we didn't ask for
अंत
anything.
में प्रहलाद महाराज ने क्या
And at the end, Prahlada Maharaj said, Prayana Deva Moyana.
मौनं चरन्ति विचरेणुं परार्थनिष्ठा। इस संसार में लोग
People in this world, they are doing the bhajan. Why?
अपने उद्धार के
For delivering themselves, to deliver themselves. This is actually selfishness. Selfish person.
अपने उद्धार के लिए
Because they're doing bhajan to get their own deliverance. But those people who do the bhajan themselves, and also they engage others in doing the bhajan as well. This is really good. This is really something. So
यदि मेरे प्रति प्रसन्न हो
Nrsimhadeva, if you're happy with me,
आपके नाम सर्वत्र
please may I preach your names everywhere.
आप उद्धार कर दीजिए।
Please deliver all the living entities and give these sins of every jiva to me. Then I will
अनंत करोड़
stay for billions of times and go to hell. But Bhagavan, Hey Nrsimhadev, please deliver all the jivas.
देखो इस कथा को सुनकर के
Listening to this,
नृसिंहदेव के हृदय
the heart of Nrsimhadeva melted.
प्रभुत हो गए।
He started crying because his heart had melted, Nrsimhadev.
और प्रहलाद महाराज की पीठ पर
And he was like caressing back of Prahlad, like softly.
आज से कोई
And
भी
he said,
व्यक्ति प्रहलाद
Prahlad, I give you some. If anyone listens to Prahlad Nrsimha Charitra,
वो साक्षात
he'll directly come to my dham.
कोई कोई कहते हैं
Some people say,
ये गुरु बीमार क्यों पड़ जाते हैं?
why the Guru becomes sick?
सारे शिष्य के पाप ले लिया।
Because he took the sins of all the disciples and he's suffering because of sins of disciple. Persons who say this, they don't have knowledge.
अजामिल अपने बेटे
Ajamil only gave the name of his son Narayana,
से क्या हो गया?
and by the name of Basa, all his sins were destroyed.
जो है वो अपने
So
नाम नहीं करते।
the Guru doesn't chant holy names.
जो गुरु नाम नहीं करते
A Guru who doesn't chant holy names
शिष्य करते हैं।
and makes disciple.
लागू होना चाहिए।
Actually,
क्या बोला? समझ में आया?
did you understand what I say?
जो गुरु
That
भगवान
Guru
भजन नहीं करते,
who is not actually doing the Bhagavat Bhajan, like really chanting holy names and giving Diksha mantra,
व्यक्ति मंत्र जप नहीं करते।
but he himself is not chanting Gayatri mantra, is not chanting holy names.
तो ये नियम तो उसके लिए लागू होना चाहिए।
So this rule can be applied to him, like he's suffering the sins of his disciples. This can be applied to him.
नाम करते हैं।
But that Guru who is really chanting the holy names and
लगा।
engaging others in chanting holy names, do you think he's suffering sins of
अरे
disciples?
जीवन में क्या है, वो कभी एक नाम आभास में नहीं किया गया।
Do you think he never did even Namabas in his life?
नाम की आभास से सारे पाप
And Shastra says that by Namabas all sins are destroyed.
राग देश
A vida zmitar, Agadesh e Abinivesh.
पाप बीज
Papa be the seed of sin, even the desire of making sinful activities is destroyed by the Namabhas.
जामिन के पाखंड में कहीं
In the story of Ajamal, we see this.
कर्म मार्ग में शुद्ध सदाचार आदि की तरह करने से कुएं तक आ जाता है, किंतु जड़ नष्ट नहीं होता।
Okay,
जिस प्रकार
in the path of karma, the roots of the karma is not destroyed.
आग लग जाए,
For example, if you set fire to a bamboo
गर्मी के
bamboo
समय
bamboo
सारे
tree
पाप
forest,
क्या हो जाता है? सूख जाता है।
in the summertime, all these bamboos they
आग लगने
dry
से वो
up,
सारे बांस क्या हो जाता है?
and there's a fire comes, and all this bamboo become ashes. But when it rains a lot in the rainy season,
फिर
then again
जड़ से
from the roots of the bamboo,
फिर बांस होता है। फिर चंद्रमा
the bamboos they are coming like growing again.
कर्म मार्ग और भक्ति मार्ग में कितना
So
अंतर का
this is the difference between karma marga and bhakti marga according to the shastras.
पवित्रता
Okay,
नियम आदि पालन
follow the rules and be pure and everything.
चित्त शुद्धि हो
Pure- keep your heart clean.
जड़ समाप्त नहीं करते।
But the karma people, they don't kill the roots of the karma.
बोले जड़ समेत उखाड़ नहीं करते।
But you know, from bhakti people, devotees, they take the karma
बांस
to
की
the,
बांस जो है,
from the roots and just uproots and throw away. For example, this is the example of the bamboo trees.
बरसात होने के बरसात काल में
You know, they become ashes in the summertime because of the heat and like this. But from in the rainy season, they again grow again because the root was under the earth, alive. You know.
बोले कर्म करने की वासना
So
कभी नहीं।
for bhakti, even the desire of karma will disappear.
वासना तक जब मानवं विजयपालं यादवं कर्मांसं प्रतितो मुद्गन्ति संतु तद्वन्नोरिक्तमतो चतुर्नुरुद्ध श्रोताग्नस्तं करणं भजवा सुदेव। भक्ति मार्ग में वासुदेव भगवान के नाम जपने।
So by chanting holy names of Lord,
इसलिए कहते हैं पाप बीज पाप करने तक वासना तक भी नहीं है।
even the desire to make the sinful activity, this will go away.
इतना ही अंतर हो गया।
So this is the difference between karma marga and bhakti marga. This is the difference.
प्रभु के नाम में इतने महिमा
So much glories of holy names of Lord. In whichever, I don't know if this word is, in whichever way, however, in any way you chant holy names, whichever. Bhagavat himself says, "Hey Uddhav, there are many kinds of good activities like job. It's not easy to attain to me by other ways, but attain to me by bhakti marga, path of bhakti. In Kali Yuga, it's only chant holy names. If once you chant holy names, if you chant namabhasa once, what is called namabhasa? Many people don't know this. What is abhas? Like semblance. Just like in the east side, east, you know, the east, sun rises in the east. So early in the morning, for example, you don't know where is the east. Suppose first time you came in Delhi, you don't know where is the east here. You don't know where is the eastern side. What is the east? You don't know. How to know? Brahma Muhurta, you need to chant the Gayatri, because early in the morning you have to chant Gayatri mantra looking, facing the west? No, facing east. Okay, face the west, no problem, but you should face the east. But how will you know? Because the sun hasn't risen yet. But you are sitting, and then before the sun rises, the east will be like some light will be there, and then it will be like a reddish color. So you know, okay, this is the east. Then you can just sit and do your Gayatri mantra. Directly, like you can know. So the sun hasn't risen yet, but that place is already, like the east is already illuminated, and like a reddish color also. So you actually didn't chant the real holy name, the Shuddha name. No, you haven't chanted. But abhas means semblance, means apramad. Aparad. So you don't have the aparad. But you should be careful of one thing. There are 10 kinds of namaparada. You should always take care to not commit these offenses. 10 kinds of namaparada. Satan in the first. Never criticize the saints. Don't compare, don't put in the same level names of demigods with name of lords. Guru Bhaga. Don't dishonor Guru and don't criticize him. So Shastra explains. So even if one namabhas, okay, in namabhasa you don't have still the sambandha again, but you also don't have a parada. You are not doing dishonoring Guru, you're not criticizing Vaishnavas, but still you don't have sambandha again yet. It means knowledge of the relationship. So aparada rahit, without aparad, and also sambandha again rahit, without sambandha again. And when you chant holy names in this kind of condition, it is called nama abhas. So this namabhas, but by this Namabas, all the sins are destroyed.
अजमल की जो कथा सुनाया,
This is Ajamil Katha, which I told. Ajamil did so many things in his life. This is true. Shastri said,
किंतु जीवन में
but in his life he never
वैष्णव प्रेम नहीं,
criticized Vaishnavas, did know any offense, aparad. And as a fruit of that,
नाम रख दिया क्या?
by his son had this name Narayana. He put what name? Narayan.
आपको भी नमाज बोल दिया।
Also, you did Namabas. You can do Namabas just by saying like this.
क्या नाम रखा?
What name? Narayan. People of the back didn't say. Speak loudly. Narayan. All sins destroyed.
फिर पुनः पुनः नाम लेते थे सुकृति,
So also you did Namabas like that.
विष्णु हिंदू की संघ, है?
Sorry, so then because of Namabas he did the Sukriti, and like this he got this Sadhu Sangha of Vishnu Dutas. Then after he went to banks of Ganga river and he was drinking the pure water of Ganga. What is Ganga actually? Ganga means bhakti.
भक्ति रूपी गंगा जल पूर्ण
So actually he was following bhakti
और भगवत नाम ग्रहण,
and chanting holy names.
विष्णुदूत
And then
आगे
Vishnu Dutas came
विमान में बैठ
and he sat in a transcendental chariot and went to Golok, like to transcendental world.
कर नाम
So glorious, the holy names.
नाम की महिमा,
Glory of holy names.
नाम परायण भक्ति के प्रति कभी देश न करे, हिंसा न करे, है?
Sorry, what?
नाम का।
What? No, what?
इसलिए प्रहलाद महाराज के
Okay. We should never like have envy or like a hatred to a person who is chanting holy names, actually really chanting holy names.
प्रहलाद, मैं तुमको वचन देता हूँ,
So Nishingadev said, Prahlad, if any person one time
निश्चय प्रहलाद का दस्तवर,
listen to the Harikatha of Prahlad and Nishringa,
इस कपट को मेरे धाम को प्राप्त कर,
this person attains my dham.
और प्रहलाद तुम निर्विघ्न से,
And Prahlad,
मेरे नाम से,
you without any impediment, you preach my holy names everywhere. All the impediments I am taking. I am Bhagavan.
है? मेरे पास सुदर्शन चक्र है,
I have the Sudarshana
सारे
chakra.
बाधाओं को मैं क्या करूँ?
I am
विचूर्ण
destroying completely all the impediments. Hey Prahlad,
सर्वत्र निर्भीक है,
preach everywhere without
निर्भया,
any impediments, without fear.
निडर होकर के क्या करो?
You should
मेरे नाम प्रचार,
preach my holy names.
हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे। आगे की कथाओं वर्णन करते हैं, बहुत सुंदर है, बड़ी
So story of Bali Maharaj, very beautiful. Bhamanadev.
भगवान की अनेक अवतार की कथा,
Many avatars katha.
हमने आप लोगों के निकट प्रस्तुत किया था।
Because yesterday I presented to you that the Rishi is headed by Shaunaka Rishi. They did how many questions to Sutta Goswami? 6. 5 or 7?
अच्छा 6 था।
6? Ah, okay.
उसमें जो प्रश्न एक था भगवान के अवतार लीलाओं की कथा करना है।
Okay.
गुरुओं बराव
These questions,
अवतार की कथा,
one of these questions was, please tell us Lila Avatar Katha. Kathas of
भगवान बामन।
avatars. So this Katha of Vamanadev is very beautiful.
देखो
Look,
देव और असुर में लड़ाई चलता है।
these demigods and demons, they are always fighting to each
देव
other.
और असुर कौन है? कौन
Who is
देवता है?
demigod and who is a demon?
भागवत गीता
According to Bhagavad Gita and also to Padma Puran, there is a slok.
एक ही श्लोक जैसा है।
There's a similar slok in Bhagavad Gita and Padma Puran.
कोई शब्द की-
Just some words they change, but
श्लोक
the slok is almost same,
एक ही है।
and the meaning is also same.
दो भूत सर्व
This श्लोक.
दैव आसुरी एव च विष्णु भक्त भवेत् दैव आसुरी तद्विभव। इस संसार में दो प्रकार के प्रकृति
So
से
kind of
लोग
people with different kind of nature in this world. One people have like a godly nature, Deva Bhav, and another demoniac Bhav.
जो सात्विक लोग होते हैं,
Those who are selfish.
सप्त सुच दया पवित्र आस्तिक परोपकार,
Oh, sorry. Those who are
इसको कहा जाता है।
had godly nature, Daivic, like demigod nature. They have like
और
the
असुर कौन है?
pure, like compassionate, and
जो भगवत विद्वेषी होते हैं।
and
भगवान
who is demon?
को द्वेष करते
Demon who is against Lord.
हैं। भगवत भक्त के साथ में हिंसा करते हैं।
He
भक्त निंदा आदि करते हैं। वो
violence to the devotees of Lord like this. they violence towards devotees of Lord. These demon people, they do this. They also they take other people's things like this. And also those who are demigods, the nature, they have faith in God. So this look explains there's two kinds of people in this world. Those who are devotees of Lord they're like demigods. They have this godly nature. Those who are devotees of Lord. But the rest of the people, have opposite nature. They are demons. So who is the guru of the demigods? Do you know? Brihaspati, guru of demigods. Dev Guru Brihaspati. I don't know about like astrology and looking to birth charts, but the Panditji, the people who see birth charts, they say if the Brihaspati, like Jupiter, has something I don't understand, then the person will get all the qualities and like this. I don't see these things of birth charts. I don't know how to read hand also, and also this, like astrology, these things, Kundali, these things. I don't see this. I don't know. Some people want to ask me for this, but I prefer marriage, but I don't see these things of like it's necessary between people and like. If your Brihaspati is what? High or okay. If your Brihaspati is high in birth chart, like then you are higher and you cannot be conquered, then you have all good qualities. If sorry? Brihaspati is Jupiter, eu acho. Okay, so if Guru is unpleased with you, Bhagavan will never help you. But if Bhagavan is angry with you, Guru can help you. So if you do bhajan in our life, it's not a problem. But the thing is, we should have a goal how to please Guru in our life. Jai Sadguru Dev. Shri Radhe. So who is the guru of demons? Shukracharya. Shukracharya. So the two gurus, they're not like inferior. This is Brihaspati, guru of demigods, and Shukracharya. No, but in the birth chart. So the demigods, sometimes they feel proud, because sometimes a person has some kind of post then becomes proud. Pod means post, position. Then the person thinks themselves they're very, very like high and like this. So the demigods also, they feel like this. They do like this. They do guru again. They dishonor their own guru Brihaspati, and because of offense to Brihaspati, they lose everything. They lose the war against the demons. And the demons, by mercy of the Shukracharya Guru, they can win. They become very powerful. Something about birth chart also. If your Shukra, something means Venus, that your business will go very well. Okay, if you chant holy names, then everything will be good. But you say, Maharaj, my business is not going well. Actually, I spoke wrong. Like, you go to the astrologer Panditji, then he'll say, oh, this is your problem. For example, the Shani means Saturn, Shukra, like Venus, and he'll tell you everything. Then he'll ask from you money. Do this, do that, do this. Or whatever money you have, he'll take from you. Like astrologer Panditji. If it solves, okay. But if not, then you just lost everything. Isn't it true this? Devotees tell me, Maharaj, I did everything, but nothing got better. Like, business not good, try the astrologer not so good. who can stop whatever is going to happen? No? Because like maybe your business is not good, you try to change by doing astrology things, but nothing changed. So just chant holy names and do the bhajan and bhakti like this. According to karma, things will come. It's predetermined. What you will do? Just chant holy names. By chanting holy names, everything will be good for you. Chant holy names. Just stay in the strength of holy names. Our Gaudiya Siddhanta is like this. Whatever you do, you should just do having faith in holy names of Lords. I'm not saying that, brother. If you do or not, I'm not saying anything like don't do these astrological things. I'm just saying that you have to chant holy names and have faith in this.
Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So Gurudev said before that actually Shukra and Shani means Venus and Saturn. If they're together in some conjunction, then the business go bad, not well, go bad. So the demons, because of the strength of their guru Shukracharya, they got everything. And who became king? Although the story is very big, Bali Maharaj became king. Like the demigods, they lost, and then the demons won and Bali Maharaj was king. So you can see the parampara. Who was Hiranyakashipu? He was devotee. Yes, no, he was Osur, demon. Hiranyakashipu. Some people say Jai to Hiranyakashipu Bhagavat. Yes, give Jai to the devotee, Prahlad, not to the demons. Give Jai to the devotee. If you give Jai to them, also you give, like if you give Jai to demons, because whoever you say Jai to, the same nature will come to you. If you give Jai to them, to ghosts, also this kind of ghost nature, you become ghost. Also, this nature comes to you. If you give Jai to demons, this demoniac nature will come to you. If you give Jai to devotees, then all victory will come to you. All these good things. So Hiranyakashipu was demon. His son Prahlada was devotee. Son of Prahlada was Virochan. Virochan was son of Prahlada. He was devotee or was demon? Virochan. He was Osur. He was not also devotee, he was abhakta, means non-devotee. So we know the story of Indra Virochana in the Shastra, in the Purana. So Prahlada was such a great devotee, but his son Virochana was demon. I'm devotee, I also want to make my son devotee, but whatever will happen, like whatever is to happen will happen. So Virochana was Asur, demon, and son of Virochana was Bali Maharaj, who was devotee, he was devotee. Great devotee. His name comes into these 9 limbs of bhakti. Atmanivedana, his example of Atmanivedana. His name is there. Shravanya Parikshit. By listening Harikatha, Parikshit Maharaj attained to Lords. 9 kinds of bhakti, and how each devotee, like examples of how each person attained to Lord by following one limb of bhakti. For example, Shravana Parikshit, Kirtane Vayasakiri means Shukadeva Goswami by doing the Kirtan, and Atmanivedan, name of Bali Maharaj. See? He was born also in demon family, but he was devotee. So he used to do the jagya, the fire sacrifice, do charity donation by the strength of his guru, and also by the strength of Bhagavat Bhakti. He conquered the 3 worlds, Swarga, Marta and Patal. Photo?
बलि महाराज और दानशील भी थे।
Haribol?
जगन
Photo?
करने के पहले फैसले करने के पहले उसका ग्रास उसकी घास होता है ना उसके बिछाते थे।
So
कोई भी व्यक्ति नहीं रह जाए, कोई भी व्यक्ति आ जाए उसको उसके चाहत के अनुसार
whoever person came, like Bali Maharaj used to give everything, whatever they wanted. Sorry, what you told him?
अंत में मां अदिति के पास प्रार्थना की।
Anyway, the demigods, they were without Swarga and they came to pray to Aditi.
स्वयं भगवान बामन देव की प्रार्थना।
Paro? Photo?
इसकी कथा को आगे भी बताएंगे।
So, later I'll tell this Harikatha. Okay, fine.
Move forward. तो आप लोग
Forward.
आगे थोड़ा आगे आ जाइए। पीछे के जगह लीजिए।
There's no space behind, please come forward.
आप लोग
Is it working?
देखो इसलिए बामन देव की प्रकट लीलाओं की कथा।
So, in the story of appearance of Vamana Deva, story of Vamana and Prahlad, so, Vamana and Bali, so sweet.
देखो बामन शब्द के अर्थ होता है
The word Vamana means like very short, like a dwarf.
ब्राह्मण बालक
He was a Brahmana boy, son of Kashyap and Aditi.
स्वयं भगवान बामन देव के रूप में प्रकट।
So Bhagavan appears in the form of Vamana Deva.
और बलि महाराज के
And
जगनशाला में
he came in the place of fire sacrifice of Bali Maharaj,
महाराज
where Bali Maharaj, he was giving charity and donation.
पहली
Before start the fire sacrifice, he was giving donation to everyone.
ब्राह्मण की काटी
Because the duty of the Brahman.
दान लेना और
Brahmana has to take donation and give donation also.
जजन जाजन अध्यम अध्यपन
The 6 activities of the Brahmana is among the 6 activities. He has to take donation and give donation. So this is the condition. He also has to give donation. But some people, they don't give donation.
क्या नाम रख दिया
And and
दान चांद
and the people call him Danchan. Like as if he gives so much donation. Like the name is, they put like this. But even like on Tuesday he goes to the temple. You know, the person comes, you know, our culture, Vedic culture, when you know, in the Arati place, when it comes to the Arati plate, at least you put some little bit donation. Whatever you have in, I'm not saying you give all your money, but you give a little bit to God when you go to the temple. You know, comes the Arati plate and you put some money. So this person was in the back of the temple, in the temple hall. Everybody told, after he dies, he'll become a snake because he has so much money. He never gives any donation. Then he thought, oh, you know, I will show to everyone that I'll give a little bit donation. It was summertime, month of Jade. So much heat, scorches heat. And now there's not 1 rupee more, like this one rupee. Still you have this coin, but he was like holding so much with his hands closed so that the coin would not fall down. He didn't keep the coin in the pocket, but he kept. Because maybe there was a hole in his kurta pocket, you know. So he was just keeping his hands so tight, and he wanted to show everyone, like, I'm giving some donation, look. Then people said, oh yeah, he gave donation today. Like, you know, some people, they take the notes and they just make. People do like this, they're showing that they're giving some donation. They, you know, move their hands like this to show everyone they're giving donation. You know, when some people are like playing instruments and a person taking notes of 10, 50, 100 rupees, and a person that stays there collecting the money. You have seen this? So, Danchan today said, month of Jade, it was Tuesday, Mangalvar. It's day of worship to Hanuman. Mangalvar is a Tuesday. So he was in the Hanuman temple, and he said, "I'll just stay." So he was, and when everybody had already given the money, the pujari came with him with the arati plate. When Pujari came, he was like, he opened his hands, and the coin was completely wet with sweat. Then he started like blowing air into the coin. Why are you crying, Lakshmi Devi? Why are you crying? You don't want to leave me. You don't want to leave me, isn't it? So I will not give you. I will not give you. Like I'll not leave you. So he kept again in his pocket. Wife said, okay, you don't want to give donation. But today is Ganga Dasara. Let's go to the Ganges and take shower. No, I don't want to take shower in the Ganga. Because these Brahmanas will come and like try to take money from me. So I'll not take shower in the Ganga. What? Mancho? If my soul is poor, my Ganga is in my heart, so I don't need to go to the Ganges. Because if I go to the Ganges, the Brahman will come and try to, like, you know, will take money from me. They will tell, at least you have to give 11 rupees. First they will say, give 11,000 rupees. First they say 11 lakh means like 1,100,000 rupees. Okay, if you don't give this, at least give 11,000. At least give 1,100 rupees. At least you can give 11 rupees. No. So Danchan said, I will not go to the Ganges take shower. But the wife was insisting, we have to go. At least one time you have to take shower in the Ganga. You have to go like all the tirthas many times, but at least one time in your life you have to go to the Ganga Sagar, means the meeting of Ganges with the ocean. And the Ganges was like 20 or 25 kilometers far from his house. So he started walking from morning. But he didn't want to go by rickshaw because he needs to spend money in the rickshaw. So he started walking by foot. Walking. He arrived in the Ganges and he saw what? So many people, like full of people taking shower in the Ganga, in the two sides. Many pandas, many brahmanas there. He thought, I will take shower in a place where there's no one taking the shower in the Ganges. Nobody will see, nobody will like ask money. So he thought, and you saw, Danchan, what did he do? He went in the Murdagat, means the place where they burn the body in the bank of the Ganga. By the desire of Lord, that day, nobody came there to burn anybody. Just there were 2 or 4 dogs there. The kuta what? What? Around him. So the dogs were like disturbing him, and anyway, then he took the shower in the Ganga, one dive, 2 dive, second, third. When he stood up, he saw one Brahmana. Then the Brahmana said, how did you come here? No, the other told him, how did you come here? Brahmana said, some people come here to burn bodies and then they go. So whatever I get, I just come here. Today is the day of Ganga Snan. Everybody's taking shower in a very nice place. Nobody would take shower here in the Ganga. So when I see one person here, I ask for him a donation to keep me for 1 year, because here don't come many people. So I ask donation like referring to 1 year. So today is very pious Titi day, so should give donation. But the Danchan said, I don't give any donation. Then Brahmana said, okay, give it 50,000 rupees. He asked donation. The Danchan said, what? 50,000? I never even in my life gave 1 coin. Now he's asking 50,000 rupees in donation for me. How will I get the 50,000? Give the 50,000? No. I'll not give donation to anyone. Okay, do one thing. My wife, the Brahmana said, just just give birth to one baby. Arrange some milk. Give some cow to us.
20,000 रुपया होगा।
Okay, how much is a cow? 20,000. 20,000 want me to give to you so that you can buy a cow? No.
20,000 रुपया दे देंगे।
20?
मैं कभी देते ही नहीं।
I never give anything.
मैं वो तो बात उनके एक शब्द क्या है? मैं
So he was always saying this. I never give anything.
अच्छा तो एक काम कर।
Then the Brahmana said, do one thing.
11
Give 11,000.
इतना ही तो दे सकते।
At least this you can give. 11,000? I don't give anything.
पंडा देखा।
The Panda, the Brahmana said, oh, he's not going to give anything. So okay, give you 11 rupees. 11 rupees give him.
मैं तो पैदल
I don't even have money here. I came by foot.
देखा ब्राह्मण देखा।
Then the Brahmana saw
देने वाला नहीं है।
he's not willing to give anything
ये
really.
काम कर तू देना नहीं कर।
So if you don't want to give, you can take something and go.
देना नहीं है तो
If
क्या
you, if you don't want to give, so there's such a pious day, and
दान देना नहीं चाहते।
if you don't want to give donation, then at least you should take something before going home. Take some like loan.
हाथ लेकर दे, दान देना नहीं है तो उधार तो ले सकते
You can at least take a loan.
हैं। बाद में दे दें।
Later you can give me back. What? Take a loan from me.
ना दान कर सकते। दान चान देगा तो ब्राह्मण
Then Chana said, wow, the Brahman will never leave me.
निकालना बहुत कठिन
He like he's got
है। चलो
caught hold of me and he's never gonna leave me easily.
कितना?
Okay, one means 25 paisa, 25 cents of it.
चला गया, एक भी पैसा तो नहीं।
Take this loan from me. 25 cents.
अच्छा। और मन विचार करने लगे।
In his mind he was thinking,
कौन जाएगा हमारे
my house is 25 kilometers far. To take one like 25 cents of rupee back from me.
रिक्शा भाड़ा।
Just to pay the rickshaw, the person,
निकले कोई जाएगा।
nobody will go because a person who is intelligent will not go because even the rickshaw is like more expensive to go there.
ब्राह्मण के चौकड़ी से निकल के
So the person was thinking, this Danchana was thinking, this Brahmana will never get me go away. So
के लिए बैठे। पुत्री
anyway, so he accepted. So he came to his house.
सब्जी बनाती नहीं, क्यों पैसा खर्च हो जाएगा ना।
His wife did not cook so many things because it spent so much money for that. He didn't want to spend money with anything. So not ghee in the chapati even. Only like some dry roti and also
जानते हो आटा है ना,
only the atta, the flour.
जो भूसा मिलता है ना, भूसी जो करते हैं।
I think, this like big pieces of flour,
बेच दिया है। और उससे जो
When
बोलते हैं ना,
the,
गेहूं के छिलका से
like the rest of the flour, they like not properly, like big piece of flour and then he was doing the chapati out of this.
कम पैसा की जो सब्जी मिलता है, आलू मिलता
And also this sabji very like cheap. For example,
है, दो चार दाल की दाना डाल देते हैं।
like for example in the dal, only 2 pieces of dal, like 2 pulses,
100
and
ग्राम दाल खरीद लेता है, एक महीने चलता है।
buying 100 grams of dal for 1 month food.
100 ग्राम
100 grams of dal, not 100 kilos.
है, 100 ग्राम दाल
100 grams of dal
एक महीने चलता है।
for 1 month of eating.
ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा आधी किलो
So half kg of
आलू, वो भी
potato
एक महीने के
also for 1 month. So each potato cut in very like many pieces and like this. So this is dal and sabji. So he sat down for eating.
पत्नी भी ऐसी और इतने समय आगे गए
So that time
दरवाजे में खटखटाया।
somebody knocked on the door. Danchan, house of Danchan.
पत्नी दरवाजा खोली, बोले हाँ,
Wife opened the door. Yes.
बोले क्या चाहिए? कुछ नहीं है,
What do you want? Nothing.
उधार लिया था, वो
He
लेने
took
के
a loan
लिए
from me.
पत्नी जाकर के बोली, आपने किसी से उधार लिया?
Then she came to her husband and said, did you take loan from someone? What?
बोले हाँ, कोई एक ब्राह्मण आए हैं,
Ah, a Brahmana came, wife
वो
said.
कह रहे हैं, ये आपने इससे कुछ उधार, हैं?
And he said you took loan from him. He came. He walked 25 kilometers just to take 25 cents back. Yes, I came for this. Like then the man spoke to the Brahman.
कहने लगे एक काम करें, पत्नी करेंगे,
No, sorry, he was not speaking yet. He was just speaking wife and husband.
जब ठीक हो जाएंगे ना,
So her husband told wife, tell him that I'm sick.
पत्नी भी ऐसी है, आकर के बोले, मेरा पति
So the wife agreed and told them, the Brahmana, my husband is sick.
बात आइए,
go after 2-4 days, come back, and then he will give you the money. Because Danchan was thinking, by 25 cents, he will not come back again 25 kilometers. Because okay, he came to the village to do something. But come back again? Nobody will come back again. So tell I'm sick, because then he will not come back again. But this Brahman is also nothing inferior, no? So he said, he's sick. Danchan is sick, so, I'm a Brahmana. And he's my Jajaman, means I did like these things for him, like this. So we have a relationship just like mother and son. The Jajaman is like the son. So if someone is sick, say that someone's son is sick, the father will leave the house when the son is sick. His son is sick. So before my son, the Jajaman will not be good, I'll not go. And you don't mind, because I'm Falahari Brahman, I only eat fruits. Just give me 1 kg of apple, 2 kilos of guava, of banana also, and I'll just eat the fruit. I'll just stay here. Wife went back and said, the Brahmana said you're his son and he's like a father. Like, because when the Brahmana does something to some person, like some puja or something, that person becomes his Jajaman, like this word is for like this. So this Dan Chand said he came for 25 cents, and now he's asking for like kilos and kilos of banana, like, and of guava, and like this. They're so expensive fruits. At least 500 rupees need to spend to buy fruits and like this. So the wife went back and said, my husband died. Dan Chand died. If someone dies, then how you give money back? No. But the wife told the husband, how will I tell him that you died? Then husband said, you just tell I died, and the Brahmana will go away. Then wife said, just give this 25 cents. He said, no, I don't give this 21. So difficult to get money and you want me to give to him. So just go and say that I died. If he comes inside the house, I will hold my breath and pretend I'm dead. I'll pretend I'm dead. I'll just stop breathing. Then he'll really see that I'm dead and he'll go away. Finish the story. The wife also agreed and came out, and now my husband had a heart attack and just left. My husband left, died. Brahmana also nothing inferior. So remember, the Brahmana was not inferior. He's directly God, actually, that Brahmana. He said, okay, my son died. Like my disciple died. So I have to do this less samskara. He's like my heart, this Jajaman. I have to do these rituals for fire. So this Brahmana was Bhagavat. So in 1 second, he spread this news all in the village that Danchan had died. The people of the village, they came running to see. And he came and saw that he was just standing with his arms and feet completely like these hard and straight, and holding his breath. And the people of the village saw. Really, he looks like dead. So because you should not keep the dead body for a long time. The ghosts can come in the dead body, or also it becomes swollen. So they have to burn very quickly. After 1 or 2 hours, they need to burn the body. So the wife said, don't burn him. He's just pretending he's dead. He's holding his breath. Oh no, you're so attached. Just let him go. Let him burn his body. Then they took the body by force, and still the man continued pretending he was dead. So they put the woods in a cross to put the body. They put and. So the Brahmana said to the people of the village, I will do this sacrifice, the ritual myself, because he's my Jajaman. He's like my son, my disciple. whatever like some kind of death I need to make, I will do. Go away, go away.
भगवान के ऊपर हेड में खा दिया
No, because I told this Brahmanas Bhagavan. So the people of the village came aside and let him do everything. So the Brahmana told the Dhanchan, listen,
मरने के लिए तैयार है
you're prepared to die for 25 cents.
मुझे मेरे चरण कमल दर्शन करने के लिए
Brahma and other great demigods, they are eager to have the darshan of my lotus feet. I'm actually not an ordinary Brahmana, I'm directly Bhagavan.
तुमने गंगा स्नान किया
You took a bath in the Ganga. Sorry, so the fruit I gave. See, look my form. See my form of Shankar Chakra Gada Padma. So many demigods, they are doing austerity to look at my form. Like Dhruva, so much austerity he did. Look my form. Then Dhanachana was thinking, yeah, this is true. Okay, let me see one time God. No. So he opened his eyes. When he opened his eyes, he didn't see Shankar Chakra Padma. He saw the same Brahmana there. Then he again closed his eyes very quickly. Bhagavan again and again said, at the end Bhagavan said, look, I defeated so many great demons. I defeated everyone, but you, for 25 cents, for a coin, you were prepared to die. I defeated, and you won. Ask for a blessing. I am Bhagavan, I can give you anything. Ask for a blessing. Then the person said, the Danchan said, what did he ask to God? Hey Bhagavan, if you're pleased, you know that law I take from you, I had, please free me from this law, from this debt I had. Imagine Bhagavan, the Supreme Lord, Jagannatha, Lord of all the endless universes, infinite universes, and he asked just for like 25 cents, like be free from this debt of loan of 25 cents. So Bhamana Devana came to Bali Maharaj. So do achaman, make vow that you're gonna give. No, what's the meaning of doing achaman? You are making vow that you're gonna give. So Vamanadev asked Bali Maharaj to do that. But for achaman, need water. Shukracharya understood. Actually, this is Vishnu. He's gonna take everything from my disciple, and I'll not get any donation. The disciple is mine, but Vishnu, I made a disciple, another person is coming in taking the wealth of my disciple. So Shukracharya knowingly, he manifests a small form, very small form. Anima, this is called. And you know the kamandala, the pot of water. There's a hole in it so that the water can come out. This kamandalu. Then Shukracharya entered inside and blocked this hole. But Vamanadeva knew what was going on and knew it was the guru. Yeah. So they took some palha, como fala palha mesmo? Straw, yeah, took on straw, and then put this in the hole. Shukracharya became known as Kana Shukra, something like that, because his eye was damaged because of this, because this straw just hit his eye, and he went away running. So, some story. When Vamanadev manifested in the place of fire sacrifice of Bali Maharaj, the daughter of Bali Maharaj called Ratnavali, she saw the beautiful form of Vamanadev. Vamanadev will come today or not? He will come. He manifested. And by seeing Vamanadeva, Ratnavali said, if I had one son like him, so beautiful, no, because he's so beautiful, he's so much effulgence. Which lady would not want to kiss and embrace this child by seeing him? So Ratnavali thought, if he was my son, I certainly would feed him my breast milk. So God, Bhagavan, he's desire tree. So he said, of course I will fulfill your desire. I will drink from like your breast milk. So continuando a kata.
दान लेने समय कहने लगे बामन देव कहने लगे
So Vamanadeva said, I am a Brahmana boy.
मैं निर्लोभ हूँ
I don't want anything.
केवल त्रिपाद भूमि चाहिए कितने
I just want tripad bhumi means piece of earth that
नाम करके मैं
only 3, that like only, no, 3
बड़ी
feet.
महाराज से
3 feet.
जैसे कोई नाटा
3 feet.
बुद्धि तरीके से
Then the Bali Maharaj started laughing. You are so small, and also your intelligence is also small. If you came to the king, you should ask for like a nice thing, big thing. But you're asking for only like the 3 inches of piece of land.
कितना होता है साढ़े चार
No, sorry. 3
कितना हो गया
3 inches was the size of the 1 feet of Vamanadeva actually. So
क्या बोले मेरे प्यार से
हाँ?
आपके प्यार से नहीं दूसरे के प्यार से नहीं
side char. Oh, okay, sorry.
प्यार से जितना जमीन वो
4 and
भी
a half.
दिखा दूं। 1 2 3
So 4 and a half, 1 feet of Vamanadeva. Okay, Vamanadeva feet 4 and a half inches.
मांगता है
So 3 feet like this. This size of land. Because Brahmana should not have any greedy. Whatever you want to give, give.
किंतु देखो
But look,
बलि महाराज जब दान देने के लिए
when Bali Maharaj did Achamana for giving, he said,
बात को कहां पे मना आपने बोले देखो वामन देव भगवान एक पैर के विशाल
with 1 foot, Vamanadeva Bhagavan manifested big form. And he covered all the Prithvi, all the earth. With the second foot he also, he manifested gigantic also foot, and he took until Swarga Lok.
और वामन देव भगवान बोले
Vamanadeva said, Bali, tell me,
तीसरे चरण का
where should I put my 3rd foot? But actually the human beings only have 2 feet. Do you have a 3rd foot? How many feet do you have?
2 है कि 3
2 or 3 or 4?
कोई 4 वाले कोई है
Some people have 4 feet. No one. Only animals they have 4 feet.
6 वाले के होता है ब्राह्मण
Like for example,
8
they
वाले कौन होता है
who has 8? Spider.
स्पाइडर
Like spider have 8 feet. Like the insects, like for example bee and Brahman, they have 6.
रेलगाड़ी में नहीं चलते हैं
But you know some insects they have many feet.
वो एक प्रकार होता है लाल लाल जो है
She's like red. If you touch, then it becomes like round, one insect.
फिर नाम है क्या बोलते हैं
How do you call?
चलो कैसे अरे मनुष्य का दो पैर होता है
Caterpillar.
तीसरा पैर कहाँ है दिखा
Alaga. Okay, so what is the 3rd
भगवान
foot?
वामन ने अपने नाम ही कौन
Then Vamanadeva from his navel manifested another foot.
बलि महाराज विचार करने
Bali Maharaj thought, oh,
देखो
look,
अनंत बड़ी विश्व ब्रह्मांड के नायक स्वयं भगवान
the Supreme Lord of all universes, Swayam Bhagavan. I came to my kingdom to ask for alms, like for donation, for begging. Who can be more fortunate than me? That Lord from all the universes, Swayam Bhagavan Narayana,
वही तो वामन देव भगवान
the same Vamanadeva Bhagavan.
आज हमारे पास आए
So
हैं
then he came to me, like asking donation.
नहीं तो ऐसे पैसे किसको होता है दिखा छोटे-छोटे पैर और
He showed he had a small feet, but when he went to take the donation, he manifested gigantic
बलि महाराज
feet.
विचार करके
So Vamana Maharaj thought, oh, I'm so fortunate.
जब उनके गुरु ने कहा तुम्हारे साथ चल तुम्हें बलि महाराज अपने गुरु
Then at the moment, Bali Maharaj gave up his Guru Shukracharya when Shukracharya was like telling him not to give anything to Vishnu like this. Because Bali Maharaj said, I have to give everything to Bhagavan, and today Bhagavan came, so I have to give.
सब तो दे दिया और इधर वामन देव भगवान कहने बलि
Vamana Deva told,
बताओ
Bali,
तीसरी चरण
tell,
में कहां
where should I put my 3rd foot?
बलि महाराज विचार
Bali Maharaj
करके,
thought,
मैं तो सब कुछ
I already gave everything, but I didn't give myself.
अपने राज्य तक दे दिया
I gave my kingdom of the earth, I gave all the kingdom, but I haven't given myself. That's why he said, hey Bhagavan,
आपके चरण कमल प्राप्ति करने के लिए
by attaining the dust of your lotus feet,
आदि बड़े-बड़े देवता लोग
like so many demigods, they are doing austerity to get the dust of your lotus feet. So hey Bhagavan,
अरे वामन देव का दान दक्षिणा तो बोलो
give donation to Vamana Deva.
अरे देखो देखते देखते वामन वामनदेव भगवान तीसरी चरण दिखाना
So Vamanadev Bhagavan manifests the third foot
बलि महाराज के
and puts on the head of Bali Maharaj
बलि महाराज को जो है सुतल लोक में भेजा गया।
and
वृंदावन यहाँ
sent Bali Maharaj to Sutalok. Or opposite, Bali Maharaj sent him to Sutalok of Vamanadev, I don't know. Sure. So the Ratnabali, the daughter of the Bali Maharaj, saw, oh, he's such a duplicitous person, because he was showing my father he had a small feet, but then he manifested gigantic feet. If he was really my son, I would feed my breastfeed like him as my son, but I would put in my breast, I would put this poisonous venom of this snake, and I'll give him and would kill him. And Vamanadeva said, I am Bhagavan, you cannot kill me. But certainly I will put, like I'll drink from your breast like this. Who sent Vamana? Sent Bali, or Bali sent Vamana? Vamana sent the Então foi o van. Haribo. Apesar da gente não ter muito tempo, mesmo assim. Vamos, Nadeva, senta aqui. Vamos continuando. Shukadeva Goswami. He beautiful instruction. Sorry. So also the instruction, the Katha of Ambarish very beautiful. Katha of Durvasa Ambarish very beautiful also. In our life we have to do the bhajan. So we should do the bhajan. We should listen to his Harikatha, his story of Ambarish Maharaj, because although he was the king of the whole world, himself he used to do worship of lords. He used to use all his senses in service of lords. Shukadeva Goswami said, "Hey Maharaj Parikit, listen. Ambarish Maharaj used to sweep with his own hands the temple. He didn't put other people to sweep. Himself used to sweep the temple." He also used to himself study the scriptures. Also used with his eyes to have the darshan of form of Lord deity. With his eyes. And also with his feet. He used to go to the pilgrimage places. He used to use all the limbs of his body in the service of Lord. Like this, Ambarish Maharaj. He used to follow the Mahadadasi Vrat. The next day of Mahadadasi's Paran, need to break the vow. And he was doing the Nirjala Vrat. And he had to do the Paran. Paran means according to a specific time. Like if you did the Nirjala Vrat, it means without taking water, you take the Charanamrita Vishnu according to the time specific. Take the Vishnu Charanamrita and break your vow. And the time for this was very, very little time. So at this moment, the Vasarishi came, Mahakrodhi, so much anger, Mahagani, great saints and Gani. And so he said, "I'm going to shower, then I'll come back." And the Ambarish Maharaj decided, "I have to break my vow." So, his fast. So he took the Charanamrita of Vishnu and he took this Charanamrita and broke his fast. And Durvasa Rishi, like knowingly, he was taking so much long time to come back. And with his power of his yoga, he saw that, Ambarish Maharaj did not honor me. Before giving me donation, he broke his fast. So he manifested anger. And Durvasa insulted the Ambarish Maharaj. Ambarish didn't say anything. He was nirvikar, like without any kind of reaction. Just surrendered to God. Durvasa was speaking. The flames of the anger of Durvasa, they were like going very high. And then what did he do? Durvasa tried to burn Ambarish. And with his power of yoga, he manifested one demon fire called Skrita. And then this demon came, tried to attack the Ambarish Maharaj. Still, Ambarish Maharaj didn't do anything or say anything. Because he's so surrendered to Lord. And Lord, he protects those who are surrendered. And Vishnu, then he sent his Sudarshan Chakra. And the Sudarshan chakra first burns the demon fire, and then the Sudarshan chakra tried to chase the Durvasa. Durvasa started running away, came to Brahmaji, said, please forgive me. Brahma said, Ambarish is such a Mahabhagavat, great devotee. Although he is a Grihastha, he is a Mahabhagavat. Vaishnava, you commit offense to him. I cannot help you. Then Durvasa went to Shiva. Also Shiva said same. You did the Vaishnava parad. I also cannot help you. Then Durvasa went to Vishnu. Vishnu said, Durvasa, the devotees are my hearts. I don't know anyone else besides the devotees. And you gave so much disturbance to such a great devotee. You did offense. If there is some thorn in your foot, how you should take out the thorn from the feet, not from your arm or shoulder. You have to go in the thorn and just remove it. So you did offense to Ambarish, so you shall go to him and ask for forgiveness. Lord Vishnu told Durvasa. So Durvasa, he came to the Ambarish. Ambarish Maharaj, so humble. He was for 1 year waiting. Look. So Durvasa took 1 year to come back, and Ambarish was still waiting for him. And he said, oh, a saint came to my house and I didn't honor him. So he was thinking he was the offender. But actually the offender was Durvasa. Because he was trying to kill him and offending, insulting him so much. But Ambarish was thinking he was the paradi. So the saint came to me, he was thinking, and I did not honor him properly. But when Durvasa was coming back, by seeing Durvasa from far, Ambarish Maharaj, humbly, he did the Sashtanga Pranam on the floor. Then Durvasa saw this, became amazed. Then Durvasa said one thing. Today, I see that these servants of Ananta Bhagavan, the Vaishnavas, how they are so pure, their character, they are so humble. Mahaprabhu gave teaching. So Durvasa asked for forgiveness, and the Sudarshan Chakra left. And then Ambarish, he honored and offered respect to Durvasa. You should honor and respect the Brahmanas. Shastra. Because Bhagavan made the vow. So God protects the cows and the Brahmanas. Lord is so merciful. So in this way, the devotees of Lord, they're so much humble. We can see this by the character of Ambarish Maharaj. So one point to think, many people they do the Ekadashi. I'm not even speaking of those who don't speak, but those who make, they don't give attention to the Paran time. You can see in the calendar, there's always written the breaking fast time. From after sunrise until this specific time, you should break your fast. If you don't break your fast in this specific time, you did such a big fast and like this, but you not get the fruit of fasting if you don't break the fast properly, like in the time. Durvasa is not ordinary. So by this lila, Durvasa is showing. Actually, Durvasa is preaching the glory of Shuddha Bhakti in this world. Then continue the Harikatha. Although the time is very brief, I have to describe everything in 15 minutes. This beautiful and nectarian pastimes. Who doesn't want to listen? I'll say everything very briefly. Tomorrow I'll describe more in details these leelas. So Vamana when he put the 3rd feet on Bali Maharaj's head, he put him in the sutal. So Parikshit Maharaj was asking, saying Shukadeva, tell me more and more.
हे ब्रह्मन हे गुरुदेव
Then Parikshit said, hey Brahmana, hey Gurudev, Shukadeva Goswami,
आपने अनेकों भगवान की लीला से
you told so many Lila Kathas
और यह नहीं अनेकों
and
राजाओं
also many Kathas of many kings. Jnana Vairagya also Katha. And by listening,
हृदय में आनंद की लहर
I felt like waves of bliss in my heart by listening to your Katha.
चरित कथा
Because you made me listen all these pastimes of Lord like this.
किस कारण से
But one question. For which reason Vasudeva Krishna Bhagavan,
देवकी और
he
वसुदेव के पुत्र
appeared as a son of Devaki and Vasudeva? Please tell me this
प्रश्न था ना वो छठवां
this question. This was the Chatwa?
भगवान की लीला चरित
This one of the 6 questions.
और स्वयं
So
भगवान वासुदेव कृष्ण की
the 6 questions, remember that Shonaka Rishi they made. So they wanted to know like why Krishna was born from Devaki and Vasudeva, and also like a Lilavatara Katha also, for example, they asked.
श्रीमद् भागवत महाराज
So this comes in the Bhagavatam.
सुनना नहीं चाहते
Who does not want to listen this Katha? So the Vasudeva Charit Katha, character of Lord and pastimes of Lord, they're so marvelous that the shock, like the lamentation, the illusion, the fear, everything is destroyed. And Jnana Vairagya, automatically they come. And Bhakti also you get automatically by listening to the pastimes of Lord. Even you become free from material things, samsara. Like, and by knowing this material world is completely temporary. Even the Advaitavadis who endeavor for liberation, even these people who endeavor for liberation, if they listen to Bhagavat Katha, they will give up the mukti. They will say, I don't want liberation. You know, the liberation in Braj. Like in Braj, this mukti has like no use like this, so if you say, so if I have to ask something to God, what do you ask? You said, God, please give me bhakti. God is the owner of all the universes, and like this. You'll ask like maybe 2 kgs of gold from God. What do you do with gold if you ask gold from God? Like you cannot drink gold or like eat, or after death also you cannot take the gold. So if you have to ask something to God, what should you ask? Bhakti, seva, ask for seva. Hey Bhagavan, I chant 2 rounds of Japamala. Please, that I may chant 4 rounds. I chant 4 rounds, Bhagavan. Hey Bhagavan, be merciful that I can chant 6 rounds. You chant 10 rounds every day. Prabhu, be merciful that I can, from tomorrow, chant 20 rounds. Ask for Nam Seva and Bhagavan Seva. But to come to Lord, God, and you're like massaging His feet, and you want wealth in exchange. You want the wife, give me wife, sons, like this. But it's all anitya, means temporary, nothing will go with you. Because they don't have internal relationship with you, only bodily relationship. When the body is destroyed, this relationship also is destroyed. You have to ask something, what you do, ask. Like I said, don't give up. What should you do? Like don't leave, just don't leave, connect. People say leave this, leave that, leave. I say don't leave, just connect with Lord things. Connect everything with bhakti, with Lord. Because bhakti takes us to Lord. At first you need to ask from God service. Ask for service. This is the essence of life. Ai, meu Deus. This world is... Gente, não precisa fazer isso. So first stage of bhakti, two leaves come. Klesha means Shubhada. Klesha means all kinds of sufferings are destroyed. And second, Shubhada. You get all kinds of good things, auspicious things. Who doesn't want to listen Bhagavat Katha? Those who kill the animals, cruel hunters, and like those who kill animals and beat the animals and kill animals, their heart is very cruel. Other than that, everyone wants to listen Hari Katha of the Lord. So Shukadeva Goswami Pad said, "Hey Maharaj Parikshit, these pastimes of Lord Vasudeva are very sweet." In Surasena Pradesh, this place, there was a king called Ugrasen. He was a very religious king. His wife, Padma. But they had a son, Kamsa, which was a very bad person. But how Kamsa was very bad, like this very evil person? Because actually, our Shastra explained, this Kamsa, he was not biological son of Ugrasena. He wasn't. He was the son of Dharmil, like one demon called Dharmil, his name like this. So he was the son actually of a demon. So Kamsa was very bad and evil person. But he used to love so much his sister, Devaki. And he also gave so much donation and gave so much money for the marriage, wedding of Devaki and Vasudeva. I have this for This is tika, necklace and 2 earrings. So Kamsa became the Sarati, means the taking the chariot of Devaki and Vasudeva after their wedding. So he was taking Devaki and Vasudeva after the wedding. And then after some time came an area of voice and said, "Hey, foolish Kamsa, you are like marrying your sister to Vasudeva. But you know, the 8th womb of your sister, it will be Swayam Bhagavan Vishnu, who will come, who will manifest. And who will kill you." By saying this, Kamsa heard this and he became afraid. And at the moment, to whom? Okay. So he jumped off the chariot and he took the Devaki. So he took his sword and he was prepared to kill the Devaki, pulling her through the hair. Like there is no bamboo, there is no flute. If Devaki is not there, how will come the 8th womb of Devaki? And the Vishnu will come from. I will make this Devavani a lie, like I will prove wrong this aerial voice. So he took this sword, very thick, big sword, to try to kill Devaki. But Vasudeva was a very calm person, very intelligent and religious. He said, "Hey Kamsa, hey king, she's a lady, and also your sister. The warriors, they will not in the assembly of the warriors, if you sit in the assembly of the heroes, of the warriors, they will not glorify you. They will Ridicularizar? How to say? Like they will speak bad about you, like saying, "Oh, you killed a lady, a woman. She was your sister and you killed her. Your own sister, a woman." So Vasudeva Maharaj said, "I promise you." So comes the thought. Yeah, Vasudeva, he's always truthful and also religious. So he will not like cheat me. And thinking like that, again, he put them again on the chariots and took them to the palace, but kept them as like prisoners. When the 8th womb will come, he will give the baby to me, and where there's no bamboo, there's no flute, so no problem. It's very easy to kill a baby, no problem. So think like that comes. Took Devaki Vasudeva to his palace, but like kept them as like prisoners. Narada Rishi also needs to like nourish the lila and all. The Sadgarbha needs to be delivered also, 6 wombs of Devaki. So this lila is also very beautiful because they were cursed by Brahmaji in the previous life. These 6 wombs of Devaki. So Narada Rishi came and said, "Comes, everything's okay with you?" Then comes and said, "Yeah, Guruji, everything's okay." Every voice came, yes. Yeah. The 8th womb of my sister will be Vishnu and he'll kill me. But Vasudeva Maharaj, he's religious and also always truthful also. So he'll give me the 8th womb and I'll kill the baby. Narada Rishi said, "Comes. You have not so much intelligence. What is the 8th? 8. Well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Is it read like this?" Narada said. Listen. The 8th womb. You can, like the 8 can also be the first. Then you can count from another way. No, like 8, 7, 6, 5, 3, 2, 1. The 8 can be the first. Then you can say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. In another order also. And the Kamsa said, "Oh, this is true, yeah." Like for example, in a circle, you put 8 ladus, 8 sweets in a circle shape. So you start counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But you can start counting from any of the ladus. And then Kamsa said, "Oh, you really you expanded my intelligence, Gurudev. This is really true. So what should I do, Gurudev?" Narada said, "Look, no, you should kill all the worms, that means all the babies. Where there's no bamboo, there's no fruit. Because Vishnu is very like smart, clever. He may say, "Oh no, the 8th womb may be another womb, not what you think it's 8." So Narada said, "Kill all the babies of Devaki, because where there's no bamboo, there's no fruit." So the Kamsa then, he put the Devaki Vasudeva in the deep, like dungeon, like dark dungeon, in the dark prison, and also bind them with chains. So every baby they were giving to Kamsa, and 6 babies. The Kamsa killed. Actually, we have this Sadgarbha, these 6 wombs in our hearts. What is it? Kama, Krodha, Moha, lust, anger, illusion. If they are still in our hearts, we cannot get the bhakti. So continue. So Bhagavan's pastimes. So the 7th womb of Devaki. And she became pregnant.
अवतार रचने के 7वां गर्भ में कौन आया?
Who came in the seventh form?
भगवान की अंश अवतार बलदेव।
Ansabatar.
जो
Okay.
मैंने क्या की?
Baladev Prabhu.
आगे लीला करने के लिए देवकी की गर्भ से लेकर के
And Jogamaya took Baladev from the womb of Devaki and put him, established him in the womb of Rohini. But people said that actually Devaki had an abortion, like she lost the baby, but it was not true.
आगे की लीला कथा।
So continuing the Lila Katha.
देखो 8वां गर्भ में
So the eighth womb,
स्वयं भगवान
Bhagavan himself,
कृष्ण
Krishna, appeared.
तात्पर्य नहीं है।
What is the meaning?
हमारे हृदय में भक्ति तब होती है
We will get the bhakti in our hearts only when
बलदेव
Baladeva means they directly the Guru. Want to take the shelter of the Guru.
गुरु आश्रय नहीं
If you haven't taken shelter of the Guru, you may do thousands of bhajan, but you cannot get the bhakti.
इसकी आप अच्छी तरह से
You should understand this very
समझने के लिए प्रयास
carefully. Try to understand it carefully.
बहुत लोग कहते हैं गुरु का
Many people say,
पालन करने की क्या
why taking the Guru? Why is it necessary to take shelter of Guru? The mantra is written in the Shastra. Just read the mantra.
जप करते हैं? नहीं
Just do the jap, chant this mantra. No.
हम तो गुरु का बलदेव
Baladev Prabhu is Akhanda Guru Tatu.
गुरु का है
You should accept initiation from Guru.
इसलिए बलदेव प्रभु के तत्व क्या है
So Tata of Baladeva is Dhamma Swarup. Like Bhagavan is coming. So Baladeva needs to prepare the place for God.
8वां गर्भ में स्वयं
Eighth womb was Swayam Bhagavan Krishna. Came from the womb of Devaki.
देवकी गर्भ में जब स्वयं भगवान
When Swayam Bhagavan came in the womb of Devaki as the eighth womb,
कंस देखा देवकी के
Kamsa saw
सारी अंग प्रत्यंग
that
ऐसे दिव्य
all the limbs of Devaki, they were like shining so much, like a
कभी कभी आंख बंद
effulgence, so brilliant and divine, that Kamsa, just by looking at her, he was closing his eyes. She was shining so much, and it looked like the death itself was coming to him.
समय की घड़ी
Just like
आ चुके
the time is, like the snake of the time is coming, like the time is arriving.
जैसे कोई व्यक्ति
Like for example, if a person
घोर निद्रा में सोए हुए
is sleeping in deep sleep
जैसे विशाल
and comes one gigantic python, like a completely big snake,
फाड़
open her
वो जो व्यक्ति सोए
mouth, and a person sleeping, and
पैर के तरफ
the snakes is opening the mouth and eating him slowly by the feet,
बैलो
like completely putting him inside her mouth, completely, like the snake is completely eating the person.
कंस की यह प्रतीत होने लगे
So the Kamsa was,
देखते ही
just by seeing Devaki,
शरीर ऐसे
Kamsa was like trembling by fear, so much fearful,
सदा सर्वदा
afraid. And he was always afraid actually, eating, sleeping, all the time, drinking. He was so much afraid, thinking, Vishnu, 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 kill me, Vishnu, Vishnu.
एक क्षण के लिए वो
For one moment even, he could not be like calm.
विष्णु छोड़ कर जब उन्होंने
He was not speaking anything else other than Vishnu.
विष्णु मुझे मार
He was just saying, Vishnu, kill me, Vishnu, Vishnu, kill me, Vishnu, Vishnu.
सपने में भी रात्रि में
In the dream also.
नींद का नींद उड़ जाए उड़ गई है विष्णु विष्णु विष्णु
Could not sleep, only like thinking of Vishnu. This is true.
भगवान विष्णु
So Bhagavan was about to manifest in Ashtami Tito, 8th day of the month of Bhadra.
कृष्ण अष्टमी
Ashtami Titi, Rohini Nakshatra.
बहुत सुंदर जो
The constellations, like all the conjunction of everything was very beautiful, of all the stars and like this.
प्रकृति देवी इतने सुंदर
Nature, Prakriti was so well like decorated because the lords of all the universes, like supreme controller lords of all the universes, he's coming to this world.
नदियां सरित आदि
So all the rivers, all the waters, like this,
आनंद से लहरियां
they were flowing with waves of bliss.
आनंद
Also, everyone's hearts was full of bliss.
ये नहीं से संभव है
This is possible for him, for the Lord. All the seasons, they manifest together. All the flowers also, automatically they blossomed. Mid of the night. It was mid of the night. What time? Midnight. In the middle of the night. Another lila also happened. Some clouds came in the sky. Start lightning, like lightning. Thunderstorm. Like so much storm, like storm. And all the Dwarpals means the guards of the prison. They fell asleep. Also Kamsa fell asleep. It was midnight. So it was lights and thunderbolts and the thunder and lightning and rain. So the devatas, demigods, were praying to the womb of the Devaki. This is called Garbhastuti. And Swayam Bhagavan, he manifests from the womb of Devaki. And he has Shankar Chakra Gada Padma. And he said, Devaki Vasudeva, look, I am your same Aradhya, Dev, worshipful deity. In the Satya Yuga, I gave blessing to you that for 3 lives I will be your son. First, I took birth as your son. My name was Vrishnigarba in Satya Yuga. Second birth, you took birth as Kashyapa and Aditi, and I appeared to you as like Vamanadev. Vamanadev just left. No, he was here, but I would tell that katha. Because Vamana katha is like because, like, for example, Vamanadeva put him like in Sutalok, but then when he went to Sutalok, Bali Maharaj made the Vamanadeva guard. So Bali Maharaj made the Vamanadeva guards of his doors in Sutalok. So Vamana put him in Sutalok, but actually then Bali Maharaj made him stay also in Sutalok as like guardians of the door, guarding the door. So Krishna told Devaki Vasudeva, look at my form. And then they said, Prabhu, please manifest as like a baby, otherwise Kamsa can come and kill you. So Bhagavan said, Vasudeva, quickly take out from the prison of Kans, cross the Jamuna, take me to Gokul, to Nandalai, house of Nanda Maharaj, and the wife of Nanda Maharaj, Jashoda. And take her daughter and bring her back. Bring the daughter and leave me there. And then Swayam Bhagavan Vasudeva manifests a form of like baby. One time at that moment Devaki breastfed Krishna, and then Vasudeva Maharaj went out, and when Vasudeva took hold of Krishna, all the doors of the prison, they opened by themselves. All the doors, they opened, the chains, everything. And he came out. So he was like, how else take him? Because it was raining so much, like strong rain and lightning. How take one like a newborn baby? He put in a basket the baby, and it was like, how will go and let go? And at this moment, Swayam Baladeva Prabhu himself to serve Bhagavan manifest the form of Shesh as like a chop, like an umbrella. And then Vasudeva Maharaj thought, oh, the Jamuna is like flooded like this because of water, like high water. So then how they cross? Then Jogamaya manifests as like a chacal and cross the Jamuna. Then Vasudeva said, oh, there is a good way, that's a good place for crossing. Then Vasudeva Maharaj went to cross Jamuna in that place, and then he was taking. But then Jamuna was thinking, I want to touch Krishna's feet because, my Lord and all. But then Vasudeva Maharaj was worried because this water is coming up, and the water was coming up and up more. So Vasudeva Maharaj put the feet of the Krishna just a little bit behind, down, so Jamuna could touch his feet of Krishna, and Jamuna was satisfied, and the level of the water came down again. So Vasudeva Maharaj brought him Krishna in Gokul, and at that moment the wife of Nanda Maharaj Yashoda, she had given birth to 2 babies. One Krishna, another one Jogamaya. So that's why the word is used Anuja in the Bhagavatam. But Vasudeva Maharaj, he could not see. He saw the girl, so he put his son and took the daughter. And Bhagavan did the Leela in the same moment that all the security guards, they woke up and they gave the message to Kamsa Maharaj. Devaki had a baby, and Kamsa came running. Devaki said, "Brother, it's not a boy, it's a girl." Kamsa said, "No, whatever, I will kill." Then by force, Kamsa took the daughter from the lap of Devaki and tried to kill her. But Jogamaya, it was Jogamaya, no, the baby, so she fell out from Kamsa's hand. And just Jogamaya kicked it, Kamsa so heavily, so strongly in his head, and manifested a big body, gigantic body, and Kamsa saw. His same Ishta Devi, Roshbodeti, Kankali, called named Kankali, manifesting 8 arms, manifested and said, "The foolish comes. You think you'll kill me? The person who will kill you, Vishnu Bhagavan, is in Braj somewhere. Already taken off somewhere in Braj." So saying this, Jogamaya disappeared. Kankali, this Devi disappeared. So from this day on, Kamsa thought, I need to kill Vishnu somehow. Whatever he is, all the newborn babies in Braja that were born yesterday, today, tomorrow, I'll kill everyone. He gave this order. And Majashoda gave birth to this baby. Because of the pain of labor and everything, Majashoda didn't know what had happened. And Nanda Maharaj got the news that the Majashoda gave birth to a boy. Nanda Maharaj gave like a party of celebration of happiness, and he called the Brahmanas, and this for the Janma Samskar of his son. He asked the Brahmanas to do this Fastivachan. He did all the cutting of umbilical cords. Later, I'll tell this Katama. How? Nanda Maharaj, he celebrated the happy birthday of his son. How he celebrated? Now we will see.